Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the top 10 signs that your relationship might be on the rocks based on expert insights and relationship research. You know, folks, I've been doing this a long time and I've seen it all. Let me tell you, relationships can be tough, but ignoring the warning signs can lead to heartache and wasted years. We're gonna dig deep and uncover these red flags so you can protect yourself and make informed decisions about your love life. Remember, knowledge is power. Look, you gotta be able to connect with your partner on a deeper level. If you're living like roommates rather than lovers, that's a problem. When you can't share your feelings, your fears, your dreams with each other, what do you have? You're just going through the motions, and that's a recipe for disaster. This isn't about some fairy tale romance. This is about real, honest, emotional intimacy. Let me tell you something. Trust is the foundation of any healthy relationship. If you're constantly suspicious, always looking for reasons not to trust your partner, you're creating a toxic environment. Jealousy, checking their phone, snooping around, that's no way to live, and it's a surefire sign your relationship is in trouble. You need to ask yourself, why don't you trust them? What are you afraid of? Because until you address that, you're going to keep repeating the same unhealthy patterns. You gotta communicate, folks. And I don't just mean talking about the grocery list or who's picking up the dry cleaning. You need to be able to talk about the tough stuff, the things that are bothering you, the things you're afraid to say. When you shut down communication, when you sweep problems under the rug, resentment builds up. And let me tell you, resentment is like a cancer that eats away at a relationship. Chapter 4. Frequent or escalating arguments. Look, disagreements happen in any relationship. It's natural. But if you're constantly fighting, if every little thing turns into a screaming match, that's a major red flag. It's even worse if you're arguing about the same things over and over again. That's a sign you're not resolving the underlying issues, and you're just letting the resentment fester. You're stuck in a rut, and you need to find a way to break out of it before it destroys your relationship. Chapter 5. Disrespect or emotional abuse. This is a big one, folks. Disrespect has no place in a loving relationship. Belittling, name-calling, put-downs. Those are all forms of emotional abuse. And if your partner is trying to control you, manipulate you, or make you doubt your own sanity, that's gaslighting, and it's a serious form of abuse. You deserve to be treated with respect and dignity. Don't ever settle for anything less. Chapter 6. Controlling or manipulative behavior. Love shouldn't feel like a cage. If your partner is trying to control who you see, what you wear, or what you do, that's a huge red flag. They're trying to isolate you, to make you dependent on them. And that's not love, folks. That's control. Manipulation is another danger sign. Whether it's guilt trips, playing the victim, or love bombing, these tactics are designed to get you to do what they want, even if it's not in your best interest. Chapter 7. Withdrawal or isolation. When you're in a healthy relationship, you want to spend time with your partner. You enjoy their company, you share experiences, you make memories. But when one or both partners start withdrawing, spending more time alone or with other people, that's a sign the relationship is in trouble. It's like they're emotionally checked out, and that's a hard thing to come back from. Chapter 8. Look, it's normal to have a past. But if your partner is still hung up on their ex, if they're constantly talking about them, comparing you to them, or even staying in contact with them, that's a recipe for disaster. They haven't fully moved on, and that's going to prevent your relationship from moving forward. It's like they're still emotionally invested in someone else, and that's not fair to you. Chapter 9. You and your partner don't have to be exactly alike, but you need to be on the same page when it comes to the big things in life. Do you want children? Where do you see yourself living in 5 years? What are your goals and aspirations? If you have fundamentally different visions for the future, it's going to be very difficult to build a life together. And let me tell you, lack of support is a deal breaker. You need to be each other's cheerleaders, supporting each other's dreams, even when they're different. Chapter 10. Every couple fights. It's how you fight that matters. If you're unable to resolve conflicts constructively, if you're stuck in a pattern of blame, defensiveness, and stonewalling, that's a sign your relationship is in trouble. You need to be able to talk things out, to listen to each other's perspectives, and to find a compromise that works for both of you. Because if you can't do that, the resentment is just going to build up until it explodes. So there you have it, folks. 10 signs that your relationship might be headed for disaster. If you recognize several of these signs in your own relationship, don't panic, but don't ignore them either. Take a step back, talk to your partner, and see if you can address the issues. Sometimes couples therapy can be helpful in providing tools and strategies for communication and conflict resolution. Remember, you deserve to be in a healthy, loving, and fulfilling relationship. Don't settle for anything less.